What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. You know what it is, your boy John.
It's John's fault.
No. It's 50-50, motherfucker.
No, I was sick as hell last
yeah,
week.
you were sick. I tried to get someone on, but it's just hard to
last minute. Yeah.
And then, what else we had? We had a bunch of shit going on last weekend.
Yeah.
So
Sick as hell, dog.
Just didn't happen.
I'm still a little bit congested. I'm trying to go train tonight, though.
At judo?
Yeah.
Judo no if I have a gun?
Yeah.
Judo no if I
That's
have a knife?
that's Mexican judo.
Oh, okay.
Mexican
I
judo.
thought we were on that
Yeah.
judo. Okay.
No,
Mexican
I
judo.
might go train tonight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
It's just so far, man. But that place looks dope. But it's like an hour for you?
yeah, it's like an hour.
So that's like an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a great day for training. It's fucking nice out.
Yeah, they're tonight.
it's
It'll
great.
be tonight.
Oh, it might be a little cold.
Yeah.
Might be a little cold.
Yeah.
I've been training all week though.
I only trained on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday morning. You looking like you did.
Josh is like,
you looking like you
who
haven't
the
been training.
fuck is your boy? Bitch, I'm like 223 right now.
That's up from last time.
No.
Yes.
No, last time was like 225.
Shit. It's about to be Monday though.
It is about.
It's about to be Monday.
What does Monday mean?
We're getting skinny.
Oh, is that what it means? Is that what it means?
And 222 is so you've been lying because last time I asked you, you're like, oh no, I'm only like 220.
No. It says like 223.
No, you didn't. I want someone to go back, check the tapes.
What's that guy that does the jiu-jitsu memes in the car? Is like, babe, I'm gonna go roll. Oh, I'm only gonna stay for like 30 minutes. Then after he's like this.
Yeah, motherfucker. So what were you really up to? 230?
No, I'm like 225. I don't know how. I mean, I know I haven't been eating junk food. I've just been eating here at the house. So I'm sticking around 223, 225, up and down.
I like how you knocked the dust off all your equipment like you've been working out.
I
know you haven't been working. I know you just cleaned it to make it look like you've been working out.
The last two weeks I've been lifting again.
Like what? What were you lifting? Tell me about your lifting. Tell me about your lifting techniques.
No, my techniques. Yeah, I've been doing 3 times a week right now. I'm gonna start going a little bit higher, but basically just legs, pull. I do what Jonah started doing.
Hey, no one believes you're doing legs.
One day you just be like, I'm gonna pull up, be like, boom, and you be like, oh.
You can't fight genetics.
Fucking,
my legs already look like that. I got perfect legs.
It's called fat.
No, my legs are fucking jacked, homie.
They're jacked because they gotta carry all the weight.
Yeah, a big dog. Big dog gotta eat. What are you trying to get back down to 205?
Yeah, I'll stay around there. I don't necessarily need to walk around at 205. If I can be like
215?
Yeah, 215, 210. And then
you get 215 this week.
Probably, if I really try. But I feel like I was comfortable at 210, 215, and then when I compete, it's super easy.
Yeah.
It just barely adjust your diet and you're like down, you know?
Yeah, I want to try to get to just like 218. Would be
who's been doing good is Josue.
Yeah, but he tell you about. I don't want to blow his diet up. But he tell you about his diet.
Yes, it's not good. It was like my diet. It's pretty bad. God. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, he weighs less than me. I think he started around 280 or something like that. He weighs like I think he said like 245, 250 right now.
Yeah. I did talk to him about it.
He's just a little guy though.
Yeah.
Just a little guy.
Your game changes so much when you lose that much weight because you lose a lot of the weight that you were used to leveraging, and then now you can get swept.
Weight is a technique, dude. It's not weight.
So,
weight is a technique. So I was telling that to Josue the other day, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Yeah, you're roll with Omar. Omar's 152 pounds."
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, "Omar, how much you weigh?" And he tells me, I think he said like 147.
Yeah, I think he said 145.
Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, Omar feels like a tank." And he's like, "Why did he say I'm weak?" And I was like, "He did." And then he's like, "All right, you and me next." And they broke.
Yeah,
oh, dude,
that was funny. Yeah, watch it after he got up. He was like,
"See, weight's a technique."
Yeah.
Leo only weighs like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Leo's maybe 210, maybe.
He weighs a fucking.
He feels like a fucking.
He brings the weight.
Car on top of you. It's a technique, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
See, while you're working on fancy
100%.
shit, standing up, fucking ankle locking people and shit, or whatever you did, calf slicing people. What? That stand up calf slicer you did the other day?
But that was just from a failed knee bar.
So while you're working on that fancy shit, I'm working on pressure technique.
Yeah, but you got to be on top for that.
I haven't pulled guard or been on bottom like in a month. I've been passing people's guard. I ain't never passed before because I'm not playing bottom. Just crushing people. I can't. My fucking back hurts too much. My back's still sore from when I got thrown.
Oh, in the tournament.
Yeah, like my hip is still a little bit wonky. I went to judo yesterday, but I just watched.
I feel like you can still learn a lot from what just.
That's why I went.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was showing more gripping techniques and shit like that, which and like It's funny that what he showed yesterday, I taught on Monday morning or Friday morning. So I think Joe maybe showed us. For sure, James has talked about what he's doing. But you can see that when James does techniques, he'll be like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And he'll grab it. And then he just starts adjusting his hands automatically. It's almost like a tick. And Judo Joe was talking about it too, how to grab the sleeve and take all the slack out of it. And that's one of the things I taught on Friday morning was how to do. And I've been working on that right now. More than even trying to throw people, just trying to get a dominant grip so that when you start to make the throwing movements,
the slack removed.
There's no slack. So the body's going with the
I
pull.
do find, though, it is harder with certain grips.
In Jiu-Jitsu gis.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because the judo gis, you have more to
material,
grab.
Yeah.
And unless you roll with someone that has a loose gi, like, sometimes it's really hard to.
Yeah, my gis, I can't believe they even passed World League.
I don't know
because my gis are fucking tight. But I mean, I can still do it on my gis. Like I can do it on Kyle's arms. I can't do it on his legs. His legs are like painted on.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but like even the top grip is almost always tight. But I've been working on it where like I'll grab the patch area, and because of the patch, I can get a little bit of grip, and then start to roll my hand in. It's same thing. James was talking about this yesterday. He's like, the top grip is way more dominant, but you lose all your defense.
You know what's been working really well for me is that where the judo Joe showed us, where you grab the hand, you bring the arm on the inside. Yeah. I've been doing that a lot, bringing them in, and then as soon as I get close, I'm able to just boom, reach over and grab the belt, and that is working really well. One, it's keeping people like stuck next to me, so I can get close, and then get that belt over the top. And it's been pretty useful doing that.
I know she didn't do that to me last time we rolled.
No, I didn't want.
I like how everyone was talking shit on the side, not knowing I was working technique. I don't want to be on bottom of you.
I was like after it was at the last second. I think
the last minute, it was like 4 minutes you pulled. Yeah, you tried to hit like a weird sumigation, like a there was like sacrifice trip.
Yeah, but there was when you went to double under. I was panicked for some reason, but there was a move I should have went for from there. And I thought about it after we rolled. I was like, fuck, I should have went for it. It's almost like a triangle, but you don't need to have a triangle.
Arm triangle?
Yeah, so you go double under. Mm-hmm. You slide this in the collar like normal, and then you just triangle your legs over their neck and their head.
Oh, like
and then it's like
Oh, when I went double under pass? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a choke essentially.
Yeah.
From there, and I was like,
man, you gotta be on some bully shit.
You just gotta go for it.
Well, because like Jay would catch a TP choke from double under.
Yeah, that sucks.
But I mean that full.
But that requires two hands.
Yeah.
This is just
You're
one.
Going across.
Yeah, just one, and then almost like a triangle.
You have to show me that. But you know, James was talking about yesterday when you grab that over grip. I never thought about it the way he was talking about it. When you grab that top grip, you lose your defense anywhere.
Yeah.
Anytime you're grabbing over the shoulder,
can throw you.
Well, so like what are you saying is like the when you grab with your power hand, which is like Sodate, they have names for all this shit. You want to grab like where we grab like the collar area, like your collarbone area, so that you can drop your elbow for defense, right? I've been doing that forever. I picked it up from somewhere. Yeah, there's so much. Then if they do shoot on you, you can drop your elbow and then dig an underhook, right?
I use it a lot.
But when you,
I don't know where I learned that, but I use it.
Yeah, maybe Omar showed us. I know I learned. I didn't come up with that. There's no way I came up with that. So like, when you grab over the collar, you're losing your elbow defense, right? Yeah. So next time you grab on someone, like luckily there's nobody at our school that really throws, but you got to watch out for that. Like, I mean, it's not going to be big for you because everyone you fight is going to be taller than you. Yeah. But if you grab under, you're giving them the inside position.
Well, that's something I worry about it because if they step in, I guess you're right because they're taller than me. It's harder for them to step in.
It's harder for them to get under you.
Yeah,
but especially because you're all
they could out. Technically like step in and throw me because the way I have that.
Or step out and throw you.
Or step out, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to work on this week is stepping out, pulling and stepping out.
You know what's weird I've noticed is like I'm right-handed. All my throws I do from my left hand.
Probably because you want to fall to the right side of your body.
Well, when I do the sumigeshi, I go this way, left.
Oh, you're using your left foot?
And I use my left foot.
Huh, weird.
Even everything I do from a throw perspective, for some reason I feel more comfortable with my left hand than my dominant hand, which is my right hand.
Well, I'm also right-handed, but I only pass to the left.
Same here.
I don't pass to the right.
Same here. I mean, I'll pass to the right if it's available, but if they
I can kind of do it, but it's funny. I was rolling on Friday morning, and I'm trying to mentally get the John Wayne sweep.
Yeah.
And I had it on somebody, but I was playing half guard because he put me in half guard, but I was on my left side. which I don't. I play it on
it's
my right
awkward.
side.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't try that sweep because
Your
afterwards,
brain has got to think of everything.
You know Isaac, Mexican dude. He's got like a gray patch in the front of his hair.
Yes.
So he tried,
Purple
purple belt. Yeah, he John Wayne swept me last time I rolled with him. And he tried to John Wayne sweep me on Friday, and I knew it was coming, so I just based out and defended it. So there was a couple minutes left, and everybody already rolled with each other. I was like, "Hey, show me that John Wayne sweep," and he started showing it to me, and he said that Misa gave him like the extra like hit on it. And then the other person was like, "Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go for the John Wayne." I was like, "Dude, I'm on the opposite." I didn't tell him, but I was like, "I'm on the opposite side of my body. I don't know what the fuck's going on." I didn't realize I even had it.
You got to think about it.
Yeah, I got to start playing half guard on my left side.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot too, using a John Wayne sweep. But when I do the under, I go from the left as well. I pass to the left instead of the right.
When I go over under, I pass right. That's the only time I pass right. Yeah, I don't pass left ever.
I pass left.
Because over under, I'm always going for the bucket choke.
Yeah.
And if I just miss the grip or whatever, I don't try to regrip. Like I'll dive for the grip, and if I miss it, I'll just continue the pass. But if I dive for the grip and I get it, I'm going all in on the bucket choke.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Who are they showing? Omar was showing last week. He was just going over review of the guard escapes, and one of them you show them where you stand up, then you go to double under.
Yeah.
And I was working with someone. I was like, yeah, and he was going to pass. I'm like, fuck passing.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I get you here, it's game over. That's what I'm going for. And they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like the bucket choke is. If you got double unders, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
You always have the pass.
Yeah.
If you have to.
Yeah.
If you can't complete it, you have the pass. But
do you ever put people's butt on your knee when you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
And just like hold them there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every time. It's the first thing. Lift them. Put my knee there.
Yeah.
Keep my hand on the opposite side so they can't roll the opposite way.
Yeah.
And then just slowly. I do it very slowly because I've learned that if you do it too fast with certain people
can wiggle out.
They'll roll backwards.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do it slow, I found that if you do it slow, they'll fight for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they realize, oh, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And then they're like, fuck, I'm stuck.
You go thumb in or fingers in?
I thumb in.
Yeah, thumb in. Yeah. I feel like Omar showed that fingers in though.
I don't know. It's been a while.
I feel like he went fingers in and turned it.
It's been a while.
I don't know.
I just do thumb in.
Because he does the paper cutter fingers in too, not thumb in. Or he does the paper cutter fingers down. No, he goes like this.
No, he does this.
Nah.
So that's how I'm doing it. That's
so
thumb in.
when I grab the paper cutter,
you're talking about the back grip.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does that pistol grips. I don't want to give his thing, but yeah, he does a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He twists his hand.
Yeah, he twists it.
Yeah.
And then he gets
it's way tighter.
Super tight.
It's
way
just
more
tighter.
of a setup.
Yeah. Well, it's
way more control.
You got to be. I don't have as much flexibility to move my arms around from when I get it wrapped up like that. It kind of locks my body in place.
Yeah, it's way more control over the person on the bottom. So it gives you more options like that arm bar, knee on belly, all the different options from there. But I just don't like the extra time it takes to like. If I'm going for a paper cutter, I'm just like boom, boom, done. I'm just going for it. Maybe if I lose a paper cutter, like I can't get them, maybe I'll transition to that or something.
I have a sequence. So
I usually go to the Marcellitine if I can't get the paper cutter.
If I lose a paper cutter, I go to knee on belly. So immediately I'll push the chest down, hit the knee on belly, and then I'll try to go baseball bat from the top, or go back to the paper cutter or whatever.
Joseph showed the other day showing the way he started setting up a baseball bat choke from the opposite side. I was like, ooh, that's sneaky.
I always set it up. How do you set it up?
He says it's from the opposite side and then jumps across a certain way.
From top?
From the top.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then he just puts his other hand in and it's in. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty.
I feel like
he grabs it like the
where
first
he
hand
moves his
backwards
hand around,
or something like that, so that when he spins to the other side, it's set up perfectly.
The baseball bat for me from top is more of a bully position. It's not like a technique based kind of thing. It's like I'm just gonna bully you into
Make you give something up.
Yeah, because like on the bottom, it's all set up. It's 100% set up. You got to like, and I set it up with my left hand versus like if you're passing to my right, a lot of people.
It and then make.
Yeah, so what I'll do is like I'll put my hand there and not grab a grip like a frame.
Yeah.
So people, and then I'm just defending my left side, bringing my left knee up so that they have to go right. And as soon as they get past, as soon as like one leg gets past my arm, I grab the grip and I start to shoot the second grip. I've even got it where people were completely past, but I've had that grip so tight that I just stick my hand on my chest and rub my hand up and get the collar and just full fucking turn.
Interesting.
Yeah, because everyone knows baseball. Well, I mean, not everyone.
Most
it's surprising how many people don't know it.
Most people know. Higher belts.
Yeah. Yeah,
for sure.
if you're like a
Purple
2 or
and
3 stripe
above.
blue belt and you don't know it, you need to
Step
rethink
your game
things.
up.
Yeah,
Rethink your life's
that's
decisions.
that's almost a decent transition. So like I'm trying to get the 6 a.m. Friday 6 a.m. come. Don't be a queer
Trying to get
homosexual.
what?
Trying to get more people to come so we can teach more fundamentals. But I think towards the end of the month, or I think June 1st, we're gonna start a 5:30 p.m. fundamentals class on Fridays.
That'll be really good.
So and it's
So
not from my mind.
shrimping.
Fundamentals. So Omar and I are going to come up with like a 3-month course.
Yeah, like,
Well,
so like
he's going to
shrimping.
give it to me.
So shrimping, break falls, basic positional stuff.
Yeah, fundamental shit.
Yeah,
like
I think
there might not even be any rolling in it. I mean, we'll probably roll like 1 or 2 rolls per class, but like 45, 50 minutes of technique. Like switch arm.
Well, you
lock.
could do like 3-minute rolls.
Yeah,
That's what
3-minute
we've
power
been doing
rolls.
that at like the 10 a.m.s when we go too far with the technique. We've been just doing 3-minute rolls.
Yeah, I do that. I do that at 6
more.
a.m. I do that at 6 a.m. too. But I try to go power rolls, and like especially if I do 3-minute rolls, I put stipulations on them. My biggest stipulation is no pulling guard. The kids, I don't allow them pull guard.
Good for them.
Yeah, everyone's trying to get takedowns, right? So I'm gonna start working on more of like because the takedowns I do are just super basic. They're all day one takedowns anyway. So and a lot of them are more power based than technique based. So if I'll teach the kids those ones because it's more in my wheelhouse, right? And then just kind of and they're so basic that everyone can pick them up. They're not fancy. So I'm gonna start teaching that because everyone's trying to take people down from like 5 feet away, which I understand because the frames get in the way. But now, so like last couple of weeks, I've been teaching pressure, like more than pressure. I've been teaching connections. People don't make connections. I notice that at every low level person who trains, they lack connections. I'm sure we lacked them.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I mean you're there's so much to learn.
Yeah. And everyone wants to learn tech. Everyone wants to learn how to choke someone.
Well, not only that, it's just like there's so much to learn as far as technique. That understanding concepts is not even. Yeah. Like, you don't even know the concepts of jiu-jitsu exist.
Yeah.
You just think it's moves.
Yeah.
So you don't understand the concepts of like connections, disconnecting,
base,
giving up and moving backwards a bit on a position to reset or move forward if you have to. Like they don't understand that yet. It's not even in. Yeah. I think in the brain.
I think the first time I trained with Sloth, I was maybe like a 2-stripe blue belt. No, I may have been a brand new blue belt. When I went and trained with Sloth, and the Sloth showed knee slice. And that was the biggest thing I got from that technique was he's like, hey, if you're in a position where you're too far gone and you can't pass, back out.
Back out. Yeah.
Get the like defensive or like anti frames that you want, and then go back in.
I do that a lot against people that are really good with butterfly
step, pull yourself away.
I'm just like, I feel like a sumo wrestler a lot of times because I'll be like, I'm trying to break their grips from underneath me, and I'll just start fucking doing this like on their chest to like back them up. And once I make space, then I can frame. And then now I'm like, all right, now you're not going to catch me.
I kind of do the same thing from butterfly. Not a lot of people try to put me in butterfly. I don't really roll with anybody anymore. There's so many big dudes at our school now. I'm not forced.
A lot of them do butterfly.
Yeah, the only smaller guy I roll with is Josh. And I mean, Josh is. I was talking to him last night. I think he said he's like 148 pounds right now, but
he's looking thin.
But I mean, he's a 180 pound guy normally, 175 pound. He's bigger. I can't believe he's cut like 30 pounds. He looks thin, but normally
it was good though. Yeah. It's a good way for him.
I don't know. He doesn't feel strong. Josh,
I think he feels strong.
I don't think he feels as strong. His technique feels better.
Yeah, it's smoother.
One day I was rolling with him, and then like the next time I rolled with him, it was like he was a different person rolling. It was crazy. But he's probably the only guy that will play butterfly on me still. And what I try to do is I'll push the chest away.
If you ever roll with him.
Yeah, I ain't giving that motherfucker space to do anything.
Watch him with his butterfly guard?
Yeah,
his shit is good.
I create too much pressure on him. He doesn't quite know how to deal with it the way Josh does.
Yeah.
So, but I'll do the same thing. I'll put my hands on their chest, push back, and go double unders or under and then over. Like if I'm doing a butterfly sweep to them, and then I'll start to lay them down and pass from there. Or even sometimes, if they're really deep, I'll let them sweep me because I'll just shoot my legs under and be in the half guard. So it's like, yes, you won the top position, but I'm also in the position that I want to be in, right? But yeah, little Omar is, I mean, he's going to be a savage. If he decides to stick with it, which I think he will, I think now he's fully committed. Because, he started training when he was a kid, when he was real young.
He's fucking got it.
I think he's going to be a savage.
Yeah, he's got that mentality. Yeah. He's always training, always practicing, always drilling.
That fool ain't never training. I hit him up all the time. Oh, come train. He's like, oh, I can't. I can't train. And like I'll come into class and he's leaving. I'm like, what are you leaving? I trained at 10. Like you didn't train at 10. Ain't no one training at 10.
Yeah. What are you talking about? We train at 10.
You guys are playing patty cake and playing butt touch in the park.
We train at 10.
Why don't you come at 6?
And at 7.
Come at 6.
No, 6. You know we're training at 6.
Dude, we're getting down on 6 now because now I got like the core group of dudes have been coming every week, and I'm doing more aggressive shit. Yeah,
Too cold.
It's not cold right
That's
now.
too
It's
early.
perfect in there right now. It's early for sure. Dude, I wake up at 4:30 to get there
Why?
because I have to be there by 6. It takes me
Yeah,
30, 40 minutes to get there.
You don't gotta get up at fucking 4:30. You can get up at 5 and leave. You can't get ready in 30 minutes.
First of all, no. No,
Right,
it's
you're right.
5:30. 5:30 is late. I can't leave at 5:30.
Yeah, I can't get ready.
I got to leave like at 5:15.
It's the mornings. Everyone's leaving to work, huh?
Yeah, but I can't be there at 6 to open the doors at 6 and start class at 6. I got to be there at least 5-10 minutes early.
Mm.
I try to get there 15 minutes early.
That makes sense then. Yeah. Now I get it.
Yeah. So I wake up fucking early.
Only Fridays, right?
Yeah, only Fridays. I want to start teaching I'll teach every day.
Who's teaching the 6 a.m. while Eddie's traveling?
Eddie teaches 6 a.m.?
Doesn't he teach 6 a.m.?
I don't know.
Pretty sure he teaches 6 a.m.
I have no idea.
No,
Kurt. I know Kurt teaches Wednesdays, I think.
Mm.
Kurt's a savage, dude.
I thought Eddie was teaching all the other Mondays or all the other 6 a.m. classes.
That's who I picked up the baseball. Well, I picked up the baseball bat from Louis and then again from Kurt. Kurt's fucking baseball
I
bat.
haven't seen him in a minute.
Kurt? I think he teaches Wednesday mornings. He's
Yeah,
always. I think he's always there.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a savage, dude.
Yeah, he's always been.
He's jacked as fuck. Kurt's like 50 something.
Yeah, he's older.
That's like Thane. Remember Thane?
Thane was fucking.
Thane is jacked as fuck too.
I wonder what happened to him.
I think maybe he retired finally because he only trained here because he worked out here.
Oh,
He doesn't live here.
He doesn't live out here.
He doesn't live out here.
Ah,
So maybe he
I
retired.
always liked rolling him.
But last time I talked to him, his back was fucked up.
Mm.
It was like fucked up for like a year because he was training pretty consistent, and then he stopped training, and then he came back, and I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh, I hurt my back," and then I remember he saying it was still hurt, so maybe his back's fucked up. Yeah, but he's been training like a long time.
I always learned from him.
Yeah,
that sucks though because he made it like you were so close to black belt. He'd be a black belt right now. He was a brown belt.
Yeah, he would be a black belt.
He'd be a black belt right now.
Yeah. I don't think he cared so much.
Yeah.
I think he trained for a long time.
Mm.
I don't think he was like a 4 or 5 year guy. I think he was already like 10 years in.
Yeah.
Because his at least his like everything, he never taught you any bullshit. Every time he showed you something, it was like this is how you. Everything was right on. Like it was like perfect. What do you teach? Like okay, I pinned you.
Well, it was very basic fundamental stuff, but it all worked.
Dude, fundamentals where it's at.
He didn't do any flashy stuff. It was just shit that works. Yeah.
I think I talked about this on one of the last podcasts, one of the recent ones, but someone was talking about, I think that guy you sent me, you're like, this guy does all the fundamental shit. What's his name? Chris? You sent him to me the other day. You're like, this guy does all the Gracie self-defense shit.
Oh, yeah.
I think his name's Chris, right? So I think it was that guy talking about it, that Hickson has 10 levels of seminars, but nobody focuses on the first ones. He's never taught past level 3.
Yeah.
So I think in jiu-jitsu we have that problem. It's like we gain like a nugget of the basics, and then we start learning hot shit. Yeah. Right? I'm gonna take a step back. So yesterday when I was watching, we're always talking shit about jiu-jitsu in the judo class because everyone there trains jiu-jitsu. There's nobody I've met there. I know there's a guy that does train there, only trains judo. Everybody there trains everything. Yeah. And since the instructor is mainly a judo guy, I mean, he says he's a judo guy. This motherfucker's been training jiu-jitsu the whole time. Yeah. But we're always talking shit about jiu-jitsu, how it's soft and like all this shit. And he said something which it really clicked with me when he said it. It takes years to get good at the fundamentals of judo. It takes months to get good at the fundamentals of jiu-jitsu. Because like, dude, there's kids in there or there's guys in there like pick it up right away. Like they just pick it up and they're good at it. Versus like just knowing how to step and move and throw someone. Like everyone's like, why don't you throw anybody to me? I'm like, I just started a year ago. Like I know more than you guys do, but to do it on people at my level in jiu-jitsu is so hard because everybody knows what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't know anything past what we're doing. I'm just like, I knew most of the stuff that I've learned now, but I'm learning it with technique. I'm looking at the technique side of things, and I'm working on the technique side of shit, right? So it's like I think that's true because like if you go to judo, he's gonna teach you shit, and you're like, well, I know all this,
but you don't know the fundamentals.
You don't know the fundamental parts of it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because at James's school, his program is new, I was talking to him about it yesterday. His program's only a year old.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still teaching all the basic shit because there's nobody there who he can teach the hot shit to, right? Well, you can teach hot shit to fucking white belts and people pick it up. Like people pick up like this, like Dylan's not a great, remember Dylan? He's not a great example because he trained when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But like when he came in, like as a white belt, he was fucking. Oh, here's a good example.
There are certain people that are gonna walk into judo and walk into jiu-jitsu gyms and just pick shit up.
I've never heard anyone pick it up in judo. Just I'm great immediately. Nobody.
There has to be somebody.
I'm sure there are, but not like it is in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you mean not as prevalent.
Yeah. So like, here's a good example. Remember Isaiah? He only trained with us because he left right when Roger left. He's a purple belt too, but I think he's maybe only 1 or 2 stripes. But I mean, he's a good purple belt. I was really bad at white belt, but within the first, so Isaiah was 120 pounds. I was 280. He was arm locking me every single. He was like my main training partner when we first started because him and I started around the same time, so our level was kind of similar. But dude, he was arm locking me from first week, and I was never able to stop his arm lock, and he never trained before. It's like someone to throw an arm lock that good, and like. You could say, okay, we're both white belts. His arm lock wasn't that good. But at blue belt, he's winning competitions with arm lock. Yeah. He's a purple belt now, smashing. Remember he broke that dude's arm and dude kept going? That dude's arm popped for sure.
Yeah.
At that.
Oh, yeah.
That nogi thing in Marietta or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about judo to say that for sure. So,
yeah, why don't you
I have to take your experience.
Oh, so back what I was saying, though, is like, so I brought that up because the Hickson's got these levels of seminars, but he doesn't get back to the first level. I think all jiu-jitsu practitioners need to take a step back and really focus on the fundamentals.
Well, if you look at all the high level guys, they have their fundamentals.
Yeah, well,
that's why they're high level.
Yeah, look at
their fundamentals are like damn near perfect.
Yeah.
which is why they're so fucking good.
So good,
and they're next level techniques. Yeah. I think so. When you say everyone, I think.
But it's like that's like saying
I know I 100% always need to focus on fundamentals.
But look at it like this. It's like comparing jiu-jitsu to the NBA, right? I think there's like 22 NBA teams. There's 11 guys per team. Mm-hmm. So there's less than 300 professional NBA guys in the world, right?
Yeah.
The same thing about jiu-jitsu is we just watch it so much. We're like, oh, Philippe Andrew or XYZ person, they're so good, but there's millions of jiu-jitsu practitioners that aren't on that level. The reason that they're there is because they know this stuff. They're able to do it, right? I think a good example of this is J-Rod. J-Rod's fundamentals are fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
But he's so fucking physical that he's able to beat people. But now his name has grown so big, he's fighting these guys who know all the shit that he's going to do, and they just stop him. Like I think that when we went and saw him against Ronaldo Jr., I think he may have won that fight. That fight was really close. But Ronaldo was able to stop all of his bullshit.
Yeah. You're right. I'm not disagreeing.
Because Ronaldo's got fundamentals. But even Jay does not have fundamentals.
Even his brother says that, though.
Yeah. Well, they know it, too. But Nick is going back and doing fundamentals. You ever listen to his podcast, the Simple Man podcast? He's been talking about it more. He's like, I've stopped trying to be physical. I'm trying to work on technique now.
Yeah. So, I agree with you. That's like key is if you can, and that's a big part of like Danaher's program was always like understanding escapes and your fundamentals, and learning that before you even learn submissions. Because if you know your fundamentals, if you know your escapes, then you're gonna go for arm bars and triangles because you're not worried about being in a bad position because you know, I'm just gonna get out of it because I know the fundamentals.
This is another throwback to my white belt days. So one day I was talking to this was when I was 1 stripe, 2 stripe white belt. I'm talking to Roger Carpenter about something. And he was like, when I first started training, we wouldn't even get to know each other. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, when I trained, white belts weren't allowed to be in the class with everybody else. They had white belt classes where they only learned fundamentals. And when you guys were leaving, the upper belts, we were walking in. So we would never even meet each other.
Yeah.
And I think schools need to have that. I don't think there should be a division between the classes, but you should have a fundamentals class. And then you should also have normal class, right? Because I think that's the problem is our mat time is booked.
Yeah, there are times where I know that we'll show up to class, Omar will show something, and I'm like, this is way too advanced for some of these white belts.
The problem is he's teaching to the level of the room.
Yeah.
And right now our room is
there's more
80% blue and up.
Yeah.
Right. So we need to hopefully we're able to get this fundamental thing going. But I went to Omar. I was like, hey, I'm being selfish. I don't want to teach so I can be like, I'm the teacher. I want to teach so I can learn how to teach. So when I open my academy, I know what the fuck I'm doing, right? It's like an apprenticeship program, right? So I hit him up and I was like, what day can I come and teach fundamentals? He's like, look at the calendar. So I looked at the calendar and all the times are booked. The only one that's not booked is 5:30, from 5:30 to 6:30, right before the adults class on Fridays. Mm-hmm. So he's like, if you want to teach then, you can teach then. So, and I told him, I was like, I don't want to come up with a thing. It's like, I don't even know what to teach fundamentals. Like, I know I'm pretty good at a lot of the fundamentals, but to come up with like a curriculum, I can't do it. I need you to give me the curriculum, and then we'll kind of go through what I think I can teach from that curriculum. And he said, okay, let's do it. He's like, when do you want to start? He's like, but you have to commit to being here every Friday.
That's the problem. You got to commit.
So I'll commit. Like,
you're already teaching the teens class on Fridays.
No, right? Wednesdays. I teach teens on Wednesdays.
So you'll do the fundamentals and then the normal class.
Yeah. So what I'll do is, so Wednesday night I teach teens. Friday morning I teach just whoever shows up Friday morning, and then Friday evening I'll teach fundamentals.
When I have time, I'm trying to help you if you want help.
Yeah. It's just it'd be good to have someone that I can actually show the technique on, or that you could show. Because like I asked for next Wednesday. I asked Josue if he would come do the kids class and the teens class with me, because I'm trying to show the technique and I can't do it on small teens, people. Yeah. And I'm like, man,
that's why I used to drag Nathan with me. I'm like, come on, you're helping me.
Yeah.
But every time I get stuck over there, I'd be like, Nathan, come on, because I can show stuff on him.
Yeah.
Or I can just have him show it.
Yeah.
And then you have someone to help watch as well.
It's funny, for the last 2 weeks I've been showing something that Leo showed us that stuck in my head. Do you remember when he showed how to bring pressure from side control? He was like, count to 10. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was like, all right, whoever I had, I was like, Joe, the one that's going to be a cop, Joe. Mm-hmm. His son was over there, and I was like, all right, you're the biggest kid here. Sorry, it's going to be you. And I was like, count to 10, and I go to side control, and he's like, 1, 2, 3, and I was like, I want everyone to hear that. So I've been showing people how to pass. Like, do you know the passes Jean-Jacques Machado shows where you don't get up, you put your knee in the middle of the butt, you turn sideways, push your leg down, and like slide over the feet. Mm-hmm. So I've been showing them that, and I was like, well, go all the way to side control, and then I want to hear everyone go, ugh. And if I don't hear everyone do that, we're doing it until everyone does that. Then we're going to switch. Uh-huh. And then now people are making connections and like grinding. I got this girl in there. She's a green belt, but she's pretty young. I think she's like 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. Every time I show something, I can see her like eating it up. Yeah. And she's like, I don't know, 50 pounds? I don't know. And she's probably 75 pounds, something like that.
It's like rolling with Noah. Noah doesn't weigh that much. When he does shoulder pressure, it's fucking annoying.
He's because he's long, so he's able to get the neck.
Dude, it hurts. So I'm like, fuck you, kid. Get off me. Oh, let him get off me, kid.
That shit ain't hurt.
Get off me, kid. Yeah. You can't have this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's good though. I think it's a great idea to have that fundamental class. I think it's something we've been missing. Because you see a lot of the white belts make mistakes, and you try to help them when you roll with them. You know, when you roll with them, whatever, depending on who they are and how big they are, what position you let them get to. But you help them. You're like, oh, you messed up here. Like you need to adjust this, or you need to grab this grip, or I see what you were trying to do. It didn't work because X, Y, and Z. And so the fundamental class will help with that.
I was rolling last time I rolled Josue, I dominated in some position. I dominated him in some position, and I knew exactly why he was losing. And I was gonna tell him, but I was like, I ain't gonna tell his face. I ain't gonna let this. Fix him? I ain't gonna fucking fix his ass. And then he texted me later that night, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit you with some hot shit. Don't bring your fucking elbows off your side. If you're rolling and your elbows are up, Cholo style, you're losing.
Yeah.
Your elbows need to be touching your side always.
Yeah.
Always. Can you think of a position where this isn't good?
No.
I'm sure there are.
Especially on the bottom. Well, there's always exceptions.
Especially on the bottom.
There's always exceptions to everything.
On the bottom, when is this good?
No. And there's always exceptions. I guarantee there's some.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Like lockdown. Boom. You get them over you. That's the position. When you lift them. Again, that's in transition though. You're not hanging out there.
It's not a position. It's a transitional movement.
Yeah. But I think you're right. It's always you want to keep your frames in, keep close. Even when you're standing in your grip fighting, you want your arms locked in.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
Every jiu-jitsu person talks about
T-Rex arms. If your arms out like this, boom, arm drag. Easy arm drag.
Yeah. So that's the kind of shit. So Friday, 6 a.m. come. I'm gonna see if Omar will let me. I have some skit ideas I want to make. You're gonna
skit?
Yeah.
Right.
So I can just post them on my stories and try to get people to come at 6 a.m. But then also, hopefully June 1st. I got to talk to Omar a little bit more about it. But he already said yes. So Friday or the first Friday after the first or around the first, we're gonna start 5:30 p.m. Fundamentals.
That'd be fun. I like teaching adults. So
Yeah, it's for adults,
Yeah.
older teens and adults.
Yeah.
Whoever can come to the adults class.
that'd be cool.
Yep.
I think it'd be super helpful for a lot of people. I think,
Shit, it'd be
too.
helpful for me. You forget some shit.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
why I think teaching. I like teaching. It's because it helps you remember the little things.
Yep.
Those little fundamental things that you
Yep.
might forget when you're rolling.
Yep.
So, anyways,
That's all I got.
yeah, all I got. Follow, subscribe, share. Go buy hats.
Come train judo.
Come train jiu-jitsu.
Judo.
Peace.